Hey guys, welcome to Britannians. I'm Joshua. Visa rejections are really hard to digest, especially when you have spent a lot of time applying for universities and trying to get a caste letter from the university. And then when you apply for a visa and if it gets rejected, you will be devastated. Also, you won't get a refund on your immigration health surcharge that you pay with your student visa application. How can we avoid this visa rejection? What are the main reasons for these visa rejections? That's what we are going to look into this video. So without any delay, let's get into the video. There are a number of reasons why the visa can be rejected, but the most important one are the financial document. If you fail to submit a proper financial document, then your visa will be definitely rejected. So what are the financial documents that you should submit along with your visa application? So if the funds are maintained in a savings or a fixed deposit, then it should be continuously maintained in the account for at least 28 days. For savings account, you should at least get a 6-month statement which should be on the bank letterhead and it should be stamped. For fixed deposit, all the fixed deposit details should be on a bank letterhead, and then you should also submit the copy of your fixed deposit slip. The main thing is all the letter should mention that the fund has been maintained continuously for 28 days in the account. If you're taking a loan from the bank, then a loan approval letter from the bank is required. You don't need to maintain the funds or anything for 28 days. Once you get the loan approval letter, you can directly go and submit it for the visa. So how much amount should you show in your account? You should show your university fees plus the living expenses in your account. So UKVI says that if you are going to live in London, then you should show £12,006 in your account as the living expense. And if you are living outside of London, then you should show £9,205 in your account as the living expense. So you should show this living expenses plus your university fees in the account. So if you are submitting a savings letter, then you should show it for 28 days. If it's a fixed deposit, you should keep it for 28 days. And then if it is a bank loan letter, then you don't need to keep it for 28 days. But then you need to show this overall amount in your bank. The finance documents, or if the account holder is a different person, for example, if it's your father or your mother, or if it's a joint account from your father or mother, then you need to submit your birth certificate along with a consent letter from your father or mother, or if it's a joint account, then you need to get a consent letter from both of your parents. You cannot show your finance documents in your relative name. It should be either from your father or your mother, or it should be from in your name. If it's from your name, you don't need to submit any consent letter or birth certificate. But if it's from your father or mother, then you need to submit your birth certificate and a consent letter.
Before moving on with the video, I'd like to thank Amberstudent for sponsoring this video. Amberstudent are student accommodation providers in the UK and across the globe. You can book student accommodation near top cities and universities around the world, including UK, Australia, Ireland, US, Canada, Germany, and Spain. They have student accommodation in all the cities, including the major ones like London, Nottingham, Birmingham, Glasgow, Leeds, Liverpool, Coventry, Sheffield. They have over 1 million beds, including dorms, shared rooms, and en-suites. And Amber ensures perfect accommodation for each student. Students can search for their homes according to their preferences and filter by locality and university. All prices on the Amber website include utility like electricity and water. They don't have any hidden charges or additional fees. They have end-to-end support and round-the-clock assistance for booking your accommodation. The booking process is simple. You can just click the link in the description and fill your details. Within few hours, an agent from the Amberstudent will contact you and help you smoothly with the booking process. You can give your preferences and finalize your accommodation and book them with Amberstudent. So without any delay, click the link in the description and book your accommodation today.
The next major reason is if there are any missing documents, then it will create a problem and your visa might be rejected. So once you submit your visa application, they will give you a checklist. So you should submit all the documents mentioned in the checklist. If you fail to submit any of the document in your checklist, then your visa will be rejected. Third reason is if there is a spelling mistake in your name, or if you're submitting your father or mother's account, then if there is a spelling mistake in their name, if there is a difference in spelling between their name in the birth certificate and the name in the bank account, then you need to submit a name affidavit. So wherever you have a spelling mistake, or wherever if you have a different spellings in different ID proof that you're submitting to the UKVI, then you need to submit a name affidavit. And the next major one is, if your course requires a ATAS certificate, then you need to get the ATAS certificate and submit it for your UKVI visa, because some courses may need a ATAS certificate. This will be mentioned in your CAS letter. So mainly read your class letter properly, check for spelling mistakes, check for any details that are missing, and also check whether you need a ATAS certificate for your course. This will be mentioned in your CAS letter. So check this and then apply for your ATAS certificate, and then once you get the certificate, apply for your UK student visa. So these are the main reasons why UK visa can be rejected. And if you need a sample documents for all the above that I have mentioned, you can click the link in the description and you can go and download the sample documents. I hope this video is useful for you. If you like the video, hit the like button, share the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, goodbye, cheers.